Hello everyone, this video is to explain how to register new visits to your transect, and for that first of all you need to be logged in on your eBMS account. I explained in a previous video how to do it, and when you are logged in you will be able to see this tab, My Data, with several other sub-tabs. And first, you need to have registered a transect. That is also in another video I explained how to register your new transect in this button. And here you can see that I have a transect, test site in this case. So in the moment you have a transect, you are able to register the visits to your transect. So how you can register your visits? You could do it on the field, writing in a notebook, and then coming to the website and register one by one your different visits you do. Or another possibility is to do it your visit through the Butterfly Count app. So in the moment you have your transect registered on the website and you log in on the app Butterfly Count with your account, then your transect will appear and then you are able to register visits. But if you prefer the notebook and to continue in the normal way, in the traditional way, I can show you a field sheet PDF that I place here. If you want to download it and print it to bring it to the field, where you have all the important variables and things you need to write down, and the different species by sections, right? So if you are this kind of person that you like to write your transect visits on the field, that is perfect. And then after you are done and you want to include the visits on the website, this is the place where you need to register. My transect works. So when you have a visit, then be sure on the year you want to do it. So we are in 2022, but you could register transect from previous visits, and I'm going to do it in 2021. For example, you could see that it's completely empty, so you cannot see any visit at all. And here, filter by site, it will appear the different transect that you have in case you want to see the different visit. So for example, I'm going to write the 23rd of July, a new visit. So for that you need to click on this green button, and it will bring you to a new page, work data entry. First, we need to include the normal variables. Here you could write who did the recorder name, so it can appear by default your username, but you could write several recorders that participated in this transect. You could select the transect as well. Maybe it's not it one, and by default the date will be selected because you selected already which date you did the visit. The start time, so you need to write when you did it and when you finish. The percentage of sun, here you see that it doesn't have any red symbol, so it's not compulsory to fill it. The other ones are compulsory fields to fill. And so for now I leave it the percentage of sun. I don't want to write it right now because I wanted to show you later how to do it. This is the opposite of percentage of clouds that in some places also they use it. The temperature is set up between 10 up to 40, and there is also a possibility to select no recorded data because maybe you didn't record it, and you can select it. The wind direction, not compulsory, so you could include it or not. And the wind speed is compulsory, so normally is the wind speed is based on the Beaufort scale, and it corresponds to different numbers and how you feel the wind on the force easily. And you can write any notes. I recommend to write if you find any strange circumstances, or more people was with you, or if there was a strange management that they cut something, or there were rabies, or anything that you consider is important to write here, please do it. After you fill all the conditions on the variables, then we are able to go to the next page, and in this new one is where we will fill the different species. Okay, so here it will appear the species list. In this case, all the species from Europe will appear, so it's 500 species, so it's quite a lot. And I recommend you that in your settings of my account select a species that I've recorded or I know at this site, because that it will reduce a lot the species appearing, no? So the page will load easily. But in this case I didn't record it before, so there is no any species previous recorded, but I'm going to start including one by one. And if just to show you, if I select all the species or any other list, you could order these species by taxonomic order. So here you could see that there are first the Papilionidae, and then it will appear the Hesperidae, the different families. And for example, I like to use a species name, no? So order alphabetically, and you could select it. So the first that starting is Aphasia, Aglae, so then you could see it. So here is all the species included, but also the genus, and also some complex species that are difficult to identify, that you need genitalia or further investigation. We are also have it as a complex. But I'm going to empty this list to make it easy and show you how to fill the data. So first, you see that this is divided in the sections that my transect has. So in this case, there are 4 sections, and then I can fill the data based on the 4 sections. And now you have the percentage of sun or clouds. If you didn't record it in the previous page, now this is appear empty, and I tell you like this field is required, so now fill it, and in the moment you fill one, the other will be calculated opposite, no? And it's separated by the percentage of sun is separated by section, because maybe it is starting to increase through the transect, no? And then this function allows you to do it, but you can also place like the same percentage of sun for the whole transect as you prefer. And now we don't have any species loaded, so it's necessary to add a species to the list. So let's add the species. You start to writing, and you will see here is first the genus and then the species, and you could see different common names of these species. And if you continue writing, it will filter more and more the species, no? So I'm going to select Pieris rape, and then immediately jumps to the list. And to write others, Vanessa Atalanta, Maniola Jurtina, and all the different species that I want to include. Aglae, Io, Peacock, and so on. So you could write all the species add all the species that you want, and then I start to fill the numbers based on the sections. So I saw 3 Pieris in the first section and 4 in the third section, and nothing else. And you could see that is calculated how much of a species and per section. Please, if you didn't see anything on the section 2 and 0, don't include the 0, because we assume it's like that. If there is no any number, then we assume that is 0. Then I continue writing the different individuals that I saw, and then as you see, I finished. I have 4 species with different numbers per species, So I check it, the totals are okay, and I included all the species. You could include, for example, to show you Lycaena, so I can also include just the genus because I was not able to recognize the species, so I just place it like that. And when everything is written, check that the transect is the correct, the date you did it, and all the species are included. So in the moment you are finished with this, you could finish and return to work list. So click this button, and then our visit to the transect is saving on the system. It takes a little bit to do it, but yeah, immediately it brings you again to my transect world page and to 2022, no, to the year where we are. But if I go to 2021, we will be able to see that the new visit is created the 23rd of July that I've included. You can edit this visit at any time you want. If you select it, if you click on it, you will go to this visit and you are able to edit as we did it before, no? So it will bring you to the same page. So you could write all the visits that you want for the previous year or next year, whenever you want, and to check that all your data is okay. You could check it in my samples if it has been registered on the website, and also in my annual report. And yeah, that's all. Here you could check all your data and how to register new visits. I hope you like the video. Thank you. Bye bye.